Hello everyone. I am Lucia and today I want to tell you a story that took my breath away, an experience that still haunts me every time I close my eyes. I assure you that what I experienced in that small town was beyond any nightmare. A few years ago, during a family vacation, we found a time capsule buried in the backyard of an old house that we rented for a few days. It seemed like a unique opportunity to connect with the past, a window into the time that was offered to us in unexpected ways. The capsule was hermetically sealed, and when opened, it gave off a rancid smell that made me recoil. Inside, we found yellowed letters and black and white photographs showing unfamiliar faces and landscapes that no longer existed. But most disturbing was a diary, whose pages revealed dark thoughts and disturbing events that occurred in the same house decades ago. According to the newspaper, the house had been the scene of unexplained events, noises in the middle of the night, shadows moving along the walls, and the constant feeling of being watched. One of the entries mentioned a locked room in the basement, which supposedly no one had opened in years due to what could be heard on the other side of the door. Intrigued and perhaps a little reckless, we decided to investigate the mentioned room. After finding the key in a dusty corner of the basement, we opened the door cautiously. What we found there chilled our hearts. The room was almost empty, save for an antique mirror covered in dust in one corner. The reflection in the mirror seemed distorted, as if something was behind us watching. A sudden chill filled the room and we heard barely audible whispers that seemed to come from the mirror itself. From that day on, strange things began to happen in the house. Lights that flickered for no reason, objects that moved by themselves, and the constant feeling of not being alone. No matter how hard we tried to ignore it, fear took hold of us every time night fell. As the days went by, tension grew between us. We became irascible and fearful, as if something invisible was manipulating our emotions from the shadows. We didn't know how to escape this situation, trapped in a nightmare that seemed to have no end. Thank you for listening to my story. Remember, sometimes it is better to leave the past in the past and not disturb what could be better forgotten. And before you sleep, think about what the time capsules buried in your own gardens may be hiding. Until next time, and may their dreams not torment them with their innermost demons. Goodbye. Hello everyone. I am Lucia and today I want to tell you a story that took my breath away, an experience that still haunts me every time I close my eyes. I assure you that what I experienced in that small town was beyond any nightmare. A few years ago, during a family vacation, we found a time capsule buried in the backyard of an old house that we rented for a few days. It seemed like a unique opportunity to